Now, of course, correct me if I'm wrong, but it does seem, doesn't it, that the police are kind of taking a leaf out of Keir Starmer's book and presumably thinking that we are living in George Orwell's 1984. I say that because a man has appeared to be arrested for feeding the pigeons. Yes, that's right, you heard that right. And, I suppose there he was, just minding his own business, sprinkling a bit of birdseed, and suddenly 3 police officers swoop in and handcuff him and push him against a car door, all while his big bag of birdseed sits innocently on the curb. And shoppers are just standing there probably thinking, what the earth is going on? Which is a very good point, isn't it? And someone has recorded a bit of it. Just take a look at this.
Absolutely shameful. All he's been doing is feeding the birds. There's his birdseed on the floor. So what's his offence? Is it feeding birds?
I love birds! I love birds! I love birds!
What's his offence? Feeding the birds?
What's his offence?
What's his offence? Feeding the birds?
You need to know he's under arrest though.
I mean, you'd like to think, wouldn't you, that there presumably must be something else that he was arrested for, but apparently all this happened on Ellesmere Port in Cheshire on June the 27th, and Tony Glath, who witnessed this absurdity, was left feeling disturbed and disgusted. He thought the police would have just had a chat with the man about where and where he can't feed the birds and sent him on his way, and of course the video of this ridiculous went a bit viral on social media, and locals understandably were not amused. One person said, "This man is such a peaceful and kind man. He regularly feeds the birds and also gives others food to feed them. This is disgusting," another chimed in. "What a waste of resources." And I personally think that's right. I mean, why on earth were the police even called for a man feeding the birds in the first place? It's just beyond belief, isn't it? I mean, that is hardly a crime as far as I'm aware. Let's just go on down the whole Facebook hurty words sort of route. Makes you wonder what's next, doesn't it? Perhaps singing on a Tuesday night, or actually voting anyone else other than Labour if they get their way, I'm guessing anyway. People will also question it. One person said, "How many policemen for one man feeding the birds? And 5 police, 2 cars? You having a laugh?" And some even joked he will most probably get more than the shoplifters, which, yeah, I mean, they do seem to get a bit of a slap on the wrist and get let out again. Quite interesting, though. Wirral Council's website said there are no laws that they can use to stop people feeding wild birds. Environmental health might step in if there's a big problem with rotten food or rat infestation, but that wasn't the case here. And Cheshire Police, they claimed the council had reported an increase in vermin due to bird feeding, and the man was arrested after he got verbally and physically aggressive towards an officer. I'm guessing that is actually the reason why he was arrested, not because he was feeding the birds. However, why, as I said, were the police called to deal with a bloke feeding the birds in the first place? It's just absolutely ridiculous, especially if they indeed did have 5 policemen to deal with the guy. It's just absolutely crazy, isn't it? And I don't know about you, but quite often than not, it seems, doesn't it, then that when there's actually a good need for the police, there are times when they perhaps can't turn up as quickly as they'd like to. More often than not, I'm guessing, because they deal with incidents like this. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Don't worry, because at the end of the day, he calmed down a little bit and then was de-arrested. So all's well at the end of the day. However, in my opinion, the police should have said, "I'm sorry, I'm not going to attend this. It's just someone feeding birds," and then just left it at that. But anyway, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos. So make sure you click that subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.